thing I can tell you is that you don't look like you're 55.
I don't behave like that. That's why. Patni kadanda enna diet. So she would never, and even if I say, Ilama, I just have some diet. Diet was a bad word in our family. We didn't have TV at home for very long. So this whole thing of sitting in front of the TV was not an option.
Surprising. Film industry, you don't have a TV at home?
I don't have a TV at home now. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath, Dr. Pal. I don't need an alarm. My body needs 7 to 8 hours of sleep. So whatever time I sleep, 7 to 8 hours I will wake up. But if you're going to skip breakfast and then 2 times what you eat at dinner, you're not going to lose weight. So skipping meals per se, calorie deficit to a large extent will in 90% of the cases, unless you have a health condition. I think if you're alone and you're happy, you don't feel you're lacking anything. But when you're lonely, I mean, you think about it. Why do you feel lonely? Because namakku ni yarum illa. Okay, what is that? Namakku ni yarum illa. Find them.
Hello guys, this is Dr. Pal Manikam. Welcome to another episode of our podcast series, Gut Feeling with Dr. Pal. In this episode, we have a wonderful guest who has multiple hats. She is a businesswoman, she is a fitness enthusiast, she is an actor, she is an anchor, she has written books. Multiple hats. Please welcome Ms. Anu Hasan. She taught me a lot in this episode. If you are a woman, if you're trying to adopt a fitness lifestyle into your daily routine, or if you want a positive outlook in life in terms of how to prioritize your mental health over everything else, we talked a lot, and I'm sure that you will enjoy this episode similar to how you did. If you are interested in prioritizing mental health, physical health, and being empowered as a woman, this is a podcast for you. Let's dive deep into it. Welcome, Anu. So happy to have you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Pal. I'm really, really happy to be here with you.
I'm actually surprised that I'm on this side.
Well, I am relieved that I'm not on that side.
I need to ask you.
Yeah.
How do you fit yourself in such a different category?
Like what?
Actor, fitness enthusiast, writer, business entrepreneur. Out of this all buckets, which one you like?
So how do I fit myself? The answer is I don't fit myself at all because I'm a misfit everywhere. Okay, so once you have that confidence that you are a misfit, you're only going to fit a little bit here, then the curiosity in you spurs you to go and look at other things. And it's fun because like I told you before we started, I said I like width rather than depth because I think it enriches your life. And of all of this, which is your favorite in Keta, it depends on the mood, right? Sometimes for me always being out in nature is a huge positive for me. Nice. So I would always choose nature first. But then fitness enthusiast, I do it because I want to be strong and independent as I'm aging. So it's a lifestyle for me and not a choice. And I like acting if it is challenging. I like talking to people. So whatever I like.
Nice.
Yeah,
so the reason, the aim of this podcast was to get a healthy lifestyle across.
Right.
From your experiences,
I'm so glad you're doing this because everyone confuses appearance with health. So I'm so glad you're doing this. Yes.
So coming back to the health aspect.
Yeah.
When you are in Trichy.
Yeah.
Right. So was there anything that you grew up focusing on health, like an traditional health remedy or like any active workout, or how common health discussion was in your family?
So in our family, appearance was never a focus. Never. So I was never told you have to be slim. I was never told don't go out in the sun, you'll be dark. I was never told that. We were only, Appa and Amma always focused on abilities. So if at all they told me that you can't do it, it was probably because they thought I wasn't prepared or that I hadn't, developed my skills in order to do something. So that I think was a huge thing. The second thing was Amma was very, very focused on making us eat well. Eat well. So in the sense...
eat well in the sense of quantity?
Good food. So for us, and Amma was vegetarian. So at home we had paruppu, keera, vegetables. So it was always that. And very strange, right? It's only now that people are talking about low carb diet and all of that. Instinctively, I'll go for the low carb diet when I was a child because in the evening, when it was dinner time, I'll say, I don't want rice. Can I just have a cup of, vegetables, a cup of curd, and maybe a cup of paruppu? can I have that? And Amma would say, yeah, that's fine. As long as your nutrition is there, it's fine.
Wow.
So we did that. And also, I think we were not encouraged to have all this soft drinks. But they understood that as children, we like it. So we were told, there was a huge carton of, Maaza that used to be in the house. But the rule was that you have your meal and then you can have that. By the time you're full. So then it was me and my brother splitting one Maaza. Right? So it was like that. So, and also, we had wonderful, Appa used to be a wonderful disciplinarian. In the sense he was not scary and tough. He was very gentle and firm. So our rule was, we could never say, I don't like this, I won't eat it.
I see.
So our rule was, whatever's on your plate, finish it. If you like it, ask for more. If you don't like it, stop with that.
Wow.
Now, when you do that, your threshold of tolerance is really low. You can eat anything and you look at food as fuel.
I'm surprised that this concept was practiced in your family even long time ago.
Yeah.
Right. That's not common.
It's not.
It's not common.
It's not.
What was the...
I think it was Appa and Amma as a combination.
I see.
Because
Appa was help.
Appa, oh yeah. So Appa got his first heart attack in 1995. And immediately he changed his lifestyle and he was hale and healthy until 2017.
Wow.
But never fearful. He would go out for long walks. Even in 2017 when he passed, the previous couple of days, a couple of days earlier, he had done a 17-kilometer walk. So Appa was like very much into fitness. Amma was, while she was not a fitness thing, she was very, very keen that we eat healthy. So, in fact, in a diet. Patni kadanda enna diet, So she was very upset with all these people starving themselves. So she would never, and even if I say, Ilama, I just have some diet. So diet was a bad word in our family.
Was fasting a part of it?
Nah.
Nothing.
No. Hey, you reduce your quantity only, Amma was going to scold me. If I did zero, my mother would have kicked me out of the house.
Activity?
Oh, very active. Extremely active. Because as a child, energy was always, I was a high energy, I am a high energy person. I like activity. So when I was in school, I was in basketball, I was into shot put, discus, long jump, high jump, 400 meters. And then I used to be dancing and things like that. So I was highly active.
I see.
I was a big child. I'm big. And that's how I've always been. I'm large built and strong. I'm not, I look
But you look muscular.
I've been doing weight training and things like that. So I'm solid and I'm strong. I'm not slender and delicate and not that. And I've never been that. But I prize strength. So even as a child, it used to be my ability to continue for long hours and not get tired because, I was eating well, I was working out, and so I was very active. And we didn't have TV at home for very long. So this whole thing of sitting in front of the TV was not an option.
It's surprising. Film industry, you don't have a TV at home?
I don't have a TV at home now.
Even now?
No.
What are you talking about?
I don't watch TV. I don't watch movies.
You don't watch movies?
No.
Take
a deep breath. Take a deep breath, Dr. Pal. Take a deep breath.
So you did Indra,
Yes.
and then you said, I don't want movies.
Yes. Because as an experience, it was fantastic because I obviously I worked with Suhasini. And so I understand her very well. So it was a fantastic experience. But then after that, whatever offers I got, it felt not so exciting. It felt that it would box me into a kind of a character where the women are objectified. And I said, these itty-bitty clothes running around trees and all, I'm not going to do. So I said, no. In fact, even in Indra, there's a joke. Sundaram Master would tell me, "Nadakkumbodhu konjam iduppa aatittu nadanga." I'll turn around and say, what rubbish. So I'm that kind, right? So for that kind of a person to be asked to just be, a figure in was not very appealing. So for almost 7-8 years, I just dropped out. But that has been my journey in the industry always, right? I'll drop out. Then I'll come back. Then I'll do something because it's interesting. So I did a lot of television series and I loved it. Then I got bored of that. I dropped out. Then I did Coffee with Anu. Then it got kind of repetitive, dropped out. Movies I was doing. I was Akka. I was Tamil Nattike Akka Nanda. So, so like all those Akka movies I did. Then I got bored of being Akka, constantly saying, "Dey, appa paathukoda. Oh, they are fighting. Don't fight." You know, all of that. It just didn't make. It didn't excite me. So I said, ditch it. Let's stop. Then after that, I did a series of movies because I was dying. So I'll die in a car crash. I'll die.
You die. Why?
You didn't. So I'll die in a car crash. I'll die in an acid attack, and then I'll die in something else. So then that is an experience, right? So in fact, in Sarvam, when Vishnu came for our bench cafe shoot, I was telling him because I did the stunt myself for Sarvam. Full rope work, twisted, and then I jump, land on the bonnet, roll over the windscreen, and go.
I mean, your journey is not a common person journey, I should say.
Yeah.
Right? So you are being like curious in each and every field.
Yes.
But I feel like during every transition that you had, I feel like the health aspect has been continued throughout.
Always.
Right?
Always. That I don't. It's a cliche, but that is the only wealth I have. It is the only thing. I mean, if I'm 55 now, and if I'm able to do a 7-hour trek on really brutal conditions, it's because for 25 years, I have kept this body strong.
Wow.
It's not that to do tomorrow, like, all these stupid challenges that people take on, 20 minute this challenge. Yo, prepare yourself and then do it. Just gently you jump and you'll enjoy your body. But what I'm saying is it's really my wealth, and it's given me tremendous independence. It's given me tremendous confidence. I'm truly grateful that I had the mentors that I did, because some of the people, I think the one who should be mentioned most would be Dr. Kannan Pugarendi. So Doc was a huge influence on me, because in 2004 when I came to him, I couldn't even walk because my feet were hurting because of an injury.
I see.
The injury is still there, but I'm able to continue, right? So he taught me that. Then I've had wonderful trainers. I've had Dr. Mari, who used to be with Doc, but now Dr. Mari runs his own. Then I had Gopi, who's a trainer, and currently I work out with Satish, who has a company called Natural Play, which is all into natural movement.
Nice.
And it's a joy. Being able to move is a joy, and growing old is a privilege.
Let me ask you this. I think when you were a child, you were very active.
Yes.
You were very happy.
Yeah.
For you, I'm going to argue that it was slightly easier for the transition of being healthy and doing the workout while
It's natural for me.
naturally
Yes.
coming.
Yes.
What will you tell a person who has not been active in their childhood and they want to become healthy now and they are finding it very difficult to do as a woman?
I think you should set small, impossible to fail targets. Impossible to fail, right? Because the mistake people do is January 1st, I will enroll in gym. I will go every day to the gym. You've not done gymming at all for the past 25 years. Now suddenly New Year resolution, you're going to be able to do it. You're not going to be able to do it. Instead, if we say that January 1st, I'll make sure that once a week, I will walk 20 minutes. Impossible to fail, right?
Correct.
So now you do the 20-minute walk once a week. From zero, you've done 20 minutes. You yourself will realize, this is easy. Let me set another impossible to fail task. So it's just that these kuti building blocks that you can build, and suddenly you'll realize that you've come a long way. Instead of setting yourself huge, ambitious targets, set small targets.
Okay, today I'm going to walk.
Yeah.
5 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that.
Yeah. And from zero, everything is an improvement. You walk 5 minutes, 10 minutes, okay. But consistency.
I think I can tell you that you don't look like you're 55.
I don't behave like that. That's why.
You're much younger. You look much younger. I can tell you that from my medical perspective. When I see patients much younger, I do screening colonoscopies for patients more than 50 years of age.
Right.
In US, every person who turns 50 gets a colonoscopy.
Right.
So my bread and butter population is after 50 years of age. So when I see somebody who looks younger, they have done two things. Either they have worked out consistently throughout, or they have meditated.
Oh, yeah, I do both.
You do both?
I do.
How did that meditation angle come through?
Because I'm terribly short-tempered. Very bad I am. This is like my temper is going to be my constant burden throughout my life. Right? I know that. And unfortunately, since I have this control over the language, when I get angry, I get extremely incisive and very hurtful. We are very aware of that. So then we decided, no, we have to be a little more self aware. So I can say that I wouldn't say just meditation has changed me, but I think the awareness of the person I want to be and the impact I'm having on other people helped me. But the meditation, I've loved it. I've loved being able to just sit, and there are different ways that we can do. And I'm not religious, but I just love this whole thing of just sitting there and focusing on this, and maybe thinking of a lamp, just a flame. I can do that, or I can just sit in gratitude and just
In gratitude.
Yes,
Wow,
I just
how nice
sit
that is.
in gratitude and say, "Oh my God, I'm so thankful for this, that, all of that," and it makes you feel so good. Sometimes I sit with love, where I say, "Let me send love to all the people who I care about." So I think of my dearest friend, sending them love, and I think all of that kind of makes you feel so good when you do that. But the funniest incident was when yoga is also a part of my life. I mean, it's not like an integral part of my life, but it's a part of my life. So I went to the yoga master, and he looked at me and said, "Inna eppadi pada irukeenga?" So I said, "Sir, I was always like this, sir. Just because you're always like this doesn't mean you always have to be like that, no? So you're now in your 50s, you need to be a little more grounded and calm." I'm grounded and calm. No. Okay, go sit there. Okay, just sit there for about 1 minute, go sit there without moving. He must be in his 30s, okay? He'll treat me like I'm 5-year-old. He told me to go and sit. Within a few seconds, I fidgeted. So he turned around and said, "You can't sit still for just 30 seconds. Immediately, same thing, no? I didn't ask whether you want to act. I called to see whether you can act. Now it
Ego.
became challenge. What do you mean? No, sir, I can sit. I said, okay, go practice sitting in silence without moving. You sit comfortably. You don't have to sit in a Padmasana or anything. But what I realized is I could do 10 minutes. Then I did 20 minutes of just sitting without moving. Once that stillness, all the taka, 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 all those thoughts and 20 ideas coming, you just quieten that and you still. When you open your eyes, it's like you're taking a new lease of life. It feels fantastic. It is like you come from a place of peace and you step out with peace.
Yeah.
It feels good.
The medical angle to that is that your parasympathetic nervous system is activated. So it slows down signals. And people think that when they close their eyes, they need to be calm, they need to focus on one little thing, there should be no thoughts at all. That is not the case.
No.
Thoughts should come.
Yeah.
Thoughts should come. It's like a well filled with mud. You're just taking the mud out until you get the water at the
Yeah.
bottom. The angle to this is that when you're doing this repeatedly, your brain-gut axis, the connection gets really strong.
Yeah.
Gets really strong.
Yeah.
I tell this to all my IBS patients, irritable bowel
No,
syndrome patients.
when I get nervous, you must ask them. Before every shoot, I'll be nauseous. I am nauseous before I go on stage. I am nauseous before especially if I'm the host. Now I wasn't nauseous because it's your turn.
I'm not. Thank you so much.
We're generous like that. Yeah. So, but for me, I can make myself puke out of nervousness. When I get extremely upset, nausea. When there is, I hurt my finger, and I mean, in the sense I smashed it. The high degree of pain, nausea. For me, it's very direct. When I'm upset, when I'm physical or emotional pain, or when I'm anxious, all of them translate to nausea.
I'm not surprised. You know why? Because everything starts from the gut, that gets to the brain. In your case, it's nausea. Most of the time, what happens is people use the bathroom. If you look at the Mudalvan movie, just before the interview, you don't see.
Okay.
At least you have to see that.
Take
scene.
2.
At least you have to see that scene. He will interview the chief minister. Before the chief minister, he used to eat before the interview, he eats a banana. And he goes to the bathroom to urinate. Sometimes there is a bowel movement.
Yeah.
This time so all this is a manifestation of parasympathetic nervous system trying to calm you down.
Calm you down.
So it's a very, very
Yeah,
common thing.
yeah.
And many people before the exams,
Nausea.
Nausea.
For me, always
Nausea,
nausea.
blah, blah, blah. So the treatment for that, usually what we say is people come to me for medications. I give them meditation.
Yeah. Yeah, meditation is the best medication.
Medication.
For me, breathing.
Breathing
Right?
as
The 4-point breathing. That always, when I'm nauseous and anxious, I'll go inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So I'll do that. I'll calm.
Helps.
It helps a lot. And then if I just inhale 4, hold for 7, exhale for 8, all that, it's just kind of taking your mind away from it and just focusing on the breathing. It always helps me.
You do that regularly? Or
No,
when
the breathing
situation?
I do only when I'm anxious and nauseous. That always helps me. The meditation I always so with Satish, when I work out in natural play, we start with the meditation. We start with a few minutes of silence so that we can just sit and observe how our body feels before we start the workout. We sit in silence and darkness. So that whenever I train with him, I do that. When I'm training on my own, I do it after.
But looks like you'll be training on a daily basis anyways.
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
Yeah. But then I love skipping as well. So because it feels delicious to just skip and say, I will not work out today. I am not going to be good today. So it's okay, because all my life I'm good. No, once in a while I like being bad. I think it becomes very boring. So I do skip. I'm not obsessive about my workouts, but movement is very important to me. So, and I've realized that my back pain is always much more when I'm
Not moving.
they're saying, no, the sitting is the new smoking.
Correct.
It's like that. It's very clear. My back pain is worse if I've been inactive. Sometimes I just have alarm set so that every 20 minutes I get up and walk or just do a little stretch
You
or
do
something.
that, you do that.
Yeah.
So I told you 2 things that makes patient look younger. You're doing both already.
Yeah.
You are the other thing that is really beaming out is your positivity kind of thing. Whichever in the limited conversation I have with you, any situation you are converting that into some kind of a positivity. thing.
My
Is that
sense of humor actually.
Is that happened throughout the childhood, or is it something that you learned during?
I think as I got more and more knocks in life, because I'm an emotional creature, so for me I feel everything intensely. So I realized that as I got my knocks in life, this became a coping mechanism. When I was younger, it was a coping mechanism. Now it is me. Because I've done it so many times, which means I've also got knocked so many times. But what I'm saying is, it becomes a part of you. And then it is such a wonderful weapon in my arsenal, my sense of humor, my ability to laugh at myself, my ability to say I love me, but at the same time, my God, I'm hilarious. I'm funny, I'm stupid, but I love me. Oh, I'm so smart. So I'm able to look at myself, and the inner voice that I use is the voice of a friend to the extent possible, because I'm also a critic. I do that. But so the positivity, I think, comes from being kind to myself.
And then the inner voice, you have developed that.
Yes.
Right? That's a skill.
And I'm better only now. In my 30s, I wasn't like this.
Yes.
I mean, I was a happy person, but now, because I'm happy inside, I can radiate it. And it doesn't deplete my light to be sharing my light with others.
Beautiful.
No, it doesn't.
I think that transition has to happen sometime in the life. You have written a book called Sunny Side Up.
That's right.
Sunny Side Up. What is that thing that you want to tell young women if they look up at you?
Not just in Sunny Side Up, but in general. I want to tell young women that nowadays the focus on appearance seems to be so much, in fact, too much. And people seem to think that just by looking pretty when you do something, you're bringing value to it. That's not the case. And I think we need to focus on strong over skinny, capable over attractive. I think we need to prioritize things differently. And I also strongly urge young women not to get so caught up with the appearance-based thing, because now you have so many filters available. And because AI is so good, the way it maps your face and immediately changes your features, I think it has a very detrimental effect on mental well-being. More and more young women are choosing to change their
How they look.
go to plastic surgery when it's not needed, right? A fire accident, yes. A brutal motor accident, yes. But You're fine as you are. So why do you want to? So I think we need to understand that our value is not in our appearance.
That is very evident on your social media pages.
Yeah.
Very. I
Yeah.
mean, you don't give that much importance to the makeup
No,
angle.
no, no. So when I was coming here, no, Beena was there. I waited to see how you're coming. And then she, oh my God, this is such a change. Yeah, because I'm invariably in jeans and t-shirt.
So I'm going to talk to you about some myth or true what you think.
What do I think?
And then we'll discuss
Okay,
about what
sure,
you think.
sure.
Okay. So number one is crunches alone can give you abs.
No,
No.
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 Because your trunk is supposed to move in various directions, right? So you need to do this axis, that axis. So it moves in different axes. So crunch is only one axis.
Correct.
Right? So I think you need to do multidirectional, and your spine is far stronger than you think it is. Chumma, don't keep protecting your spine and say, I'm being very careful. No. It's supposed to be like tagda, so just work on it. This is my belief. Am I right?
No. Yeah, you are. So the low back pain is one of the main reasons is because your core is not strong.
Yes.
And it's very common in women, especially after menopause.
Yes.
Menopause is very
Yes.
common. So what we tell my patients is that yes, exercise, crunches, everything will definitely help you build these abs. The more important thing would be the diet part of it. 80% is just what you put in inside your abs.
Too much inflammation is not good for you. Yes, I agree.
And of course, crunches will help.
Of course. But let's do crunches. Let's do plank. Let's do side plank.
What do you do?
I do all.
You do all?
Yes. I do plank, side plank. I do ball balancing. I do shoulder press standing, which also kind of works on it. I do deadlifts. I do hangs. Then I forget what that is called. You put the resistance band and then do this.
Yes,
So
yes, I don't know
cross
the name
trunk
of it.
rotational thing. So I do that.
Wow.
So I work in all different angles to keep it.
One of our subscribers have asked, we have asked them, we are having Anu Hasan on the show, which questions you want to ask.
I see. Okay.
So one of the questions they've asked is strength training in women, how you have prioritized that in your life?
Strength training. So I've always wanted to be strong, and I was working in a particular way until perimenopause. And I was very lucky that at the time when weight training became really crucial, I think the universe was very kind. It brought Satish into my life. Right? So until then, my weight training consisted of, a bicep curl of maybe 2 kilos and deadlift maybe 20 kilos. And but we've been progressively overload panni. We've now come to, today I did a bicep hold of 10 kilos, isometric hold.
Wow.
And deadlift, my max has been 81. So I think you can build. It's not out of ego, but I'm saying you can build. And once you like weight training, nothing like it.
Like that. Nothing
It
like
just makes you feel good.
Do you think a personal trainer is needed or can do by himself, or what is your take on this? General?
If your brain is strong, you don't need a personal trainer. There are enough apps out there. I personally would say Nike Training Club has a number of free workouts that you can do. But if you can afford a personal trainer, make sure you choose someone who understands not just your body, but also your mind. Because my trainers have always known, for me, the important thing is to stop. To tell me to stop. Poro. Enough. So they understand that. But some people, they have to say, no, you can do 2 more.
Correct.
Right? So I think it's important that
And
you
that will
choose
be
your...
trial and error method.
Yes.
Trial and error method, yeah.
And very simple. If you're going to a trainer and you're getting constantly injured, he's wrong for you.
Second is drinking lemon water burns belly fat.
How I wish. Every day I will drink lemon water. Chumma all pulgals, everyone's saying and everyone's believing it. No, I don't believe it's true.
There's a reel that has 5 million views on that. They drink lemon water belly
Don't
fat.
identify me. I will say something and then all the people on social media will get angry with me. No, I'm not saying anything about it.
My friend is just drinking lemon water alone, nothing else, mixed with vodka.
I never thought. That's a very spirited approach to life.
Spirited approach.
Yeah.
This is a very important thing. Lifting weights makes women bulky.
We have testosterone or what? No. The point is, this is my hand when I was lifting 2 kilos. This is my hand when I'm lifting 10 kilos. I don't see any visible difference in terms of the bulk. In fact, a lot of people are saying that my muscles have gone more longer, I don't know what you call it. They're more long, lean muscles than stocky muscles.
Right.
It's like that. I think it is not easy for women to bulk unless they are taking that kind of a protein intake, creatine, and all that stuff. It's not easy.
It's not easy at all. It's
I
not easy at
don't.
all.
Right?
People think that they will lift biceps and triceps and the muscles will come.
அப்படியே நாங்க அப்படியே ஆர்னால்ட் ஷ்வார்ட்ஸெகர் மாதிரி ஆயிடுவோம். What? We know that.
It takes a lot.
Lemon water and bicep curls. Life sorted.
Squeezing lemon on the biceps sometimes.
Squeezing lemon.
The reason I'm asking this is many people think that strength training is not for women.
Not only that, I had one person saying, after menopause, don't do deadlift. What connection, Maba? After menopause,
That's the
don't
time
do.
that you will need actually.
Amma, just when your bones are going to your muscle loss is like accelerating, that's when you need to do the resistance training and keep fighting against it.
So, this is not even practically seen in men at all. Even men, after age 40, you lose 10%
Yeah.
every decade. Or
Correct.
something. So, even men also is not lifting weights that much. Women, it is absolutely even more critical when the menopausal, the hormones are being
Because our
lost.
estrogen is gone.
Number 4, carbs are bad for you.
So mean.
So,
No, carbs are essential. We get energy from carbs. We need the carbs. I believe restricting any food group from your either is stupidity. Moderation is key. Too much of anything is bad. அளவிற்கு மீறினால் அமுதும் நஞ்சு. So that's what it is. So I disagree. That's a myth. But if you're diabetic and your sugar levels are spiking, I mean, no, sugar spike is not bad, but I think if your diabetes, your HbA1c.
Thank you for saying that. Sugar spike is not bad.
No, it's normal.
It's not bad at all.
Yeah.
You will see so many people who are eating something and then showing that, the insulin.
Because at CGM they've got they'll want to monitor. Oh, I ate biscuit. Oh, I ate that. Oh, obviously that's your normal process. Yeah.
I was really upset when my favorite idli was put into the CGM machine. And then they said it is spiking, so idli is bad. That is.
Now you tell me, you eat anything and if it spikes, it's bad. All of you drink only lemon water. That's all.
The key is that every spike, your insulin will be able to handle.
Correct.
If the quality of the insulin is good.
Yeah.
If the quality of the insulin is good. So that is where we say carbs is needed. Your insulin will take care of it.
Yes.
Only when there is insulin resistance. When insulin is not working, then you go down on the carbs a little bit. Super. Skipping meals helps with weight loss.
Calorie deficit will always help you with weight loss, I feel. Skipping meals, therefore, if you're going to a calorie deficit, might help with weight loss. But sometimes in menopause, it doesn't work like that. Even with a calorie deficit, you may not lose weight. It depends on your body. But if you're going to skip breakfast and then eat 3 times the lunch amount at lunch and 2 times what you eat at dinner, you're not going to lose weight. So skipping meals per se may not. Calorie deficit to a large extent will. In 90% of the cases, unless you have a health condition, in which case you need those and இப்போ புதுசா ஒன்று வந்திருக்கே weight loss ghrelin.
Oh yeah, the Ozempic மாதிரி.
Ozempic.
In US, in my practice, every patient is on Ozempic.
And they are seeing the side effects, bone density loss is happening.
And also in Ozempic, the stomach doesn't contract. It is paralyzed.
Ayyo papa.
So it's called gastroparesis. Gastro is stomach, paresis is paralysis. So how this medication...
This is Botox for the stomach then?
You will need Botox for the stomach because Botox will relax it.
Oh, it'll relax it. I thought Botox is like stuck like that.
No.
Paralyzes it, I saw it. Botulinus...
Botox is Botox is something that we inject into the stomach to make it relax.
Really? Okay.
To open up.
Okay.
So this one is to a point that the motility is completely stopped. So that's why when you eat, you feel full. Right? Because the food is in the stomach.
See, I think we need to be careful because there are some people who do need Ozempic, who do need it. But for appearance sake, if you're going to go on Ozempic, I think you're making a dangerous choice because that's anyway a chemical, it's going to interfere.
So it does work because it does decrease the motility.
Correct.
But the side effect is because of the decreased motility. So you'll feel nauseous, you feel bloated. As soon as you eat, you feel full.
And there are people who stop Ozempic and gain back all of it,
because there is no mindset change.
Yeah.
So only good thing is for Ozempic people.
Yeah.
Once you are
obese people, morbidly obese, and if they are and they need help, that's different.
correct.
But it has to be combined with lifestyle
Got it.
changes.
You have traveled a lot. You have stayed in UK. Any differences in terms of eating habits when you were in UK compared to
Yeah, I'm full Peter when I'm there. Yeah, when I'm there, my breakfast will be only English stuff. My lunch will be roast chicken and vegetables. Chicken, we'll kind of eat like that. But here also I'm kind of semi-Peter only, because here also I kind of have Western food. But the quality of food is so good in the UK.
UK?
Fantastic. The choices, the healthy choices that you can make are easily available,
I see.
as opposed to where I am right now.
How do you choose that over here when you were here?
So when I'm here, I try to get my protein comes from chicken and fish. And I try to make sure I have some fruits. I'm not doing too well on that, but I need to include more fruits. But for me, no offense, but sambar sadam curry doesn't work. Kai sambar sadam doesn't work. Vatta kolambu and sambar rice doesn't work.
Does it work in terms of?
I feel nutritionally it's not enough.
A plate.
It's not enough. It's tasty, but it's not enough. So I need the protein, I need the fiber, I need the vegetables, and I need the carb. Adu irukunu.
But sambar sadla you add vegetables, but not to an extent that what you.
Yes, how much than you'll eat in the sambar? Three slices of radish comes in your sambar. And you eat 3 slices of radish and you're fooling yourself that you've had. No. So I have solid, after menopause, my digestion hasn't been as great. I used to have like solid digestion. I could eat anything and jungan irukkum. But now what has happened is I have to have a lighter meal at night. So I now only have soup at night. But the soup is not that thin, watery soup and all. Solid vegetables, big bowl. I have that.
What time?
Normally around 6:37.
You finish your dinner by 7?
Yes, normally. But I'm not, as I said, not very obsessed about that timing. Sometimes it does go to 8.
But not like 10, 11?
Never.
Never.
I'm in bed by 9:30.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
When you wake up?
5:30.
Beautiful. That's the circadian rhythm I'm talking about.
And I don't need an alarm. My body needs 7 to 8 hours of sleep. So whatever time I sleep, 7 to 8 hours, I will wake up. That's how it has been.
Since childhood?
Always.
Always.
Yeah.
You're blessed.
Thank you. Yes, I think so. I'm very grateful for that. People when they say, "Oh my God, I can't sleep," how?
Your nighttime routine before going to bed, you read a book and then you don't have TV.
No routine. I'll be working on. I'm helping Purni develop her children's story books. So I'll do the designing and all of that. Oh my God, 9:00. Shut to.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's all.
Wow.
Time for bed. Go. I'll sleep. No checking phone. No. Oh, for some time I will scroll and all. No. 9:00. Hit bed. Put the phone on charge and sleep. Nice. I'll close my eyes. I'll fall asleep.
Wow.
So
truly you're blessed.
Very blessed.
Truly very blessed. I think your working out, your active lifestyle is also contributing to this.
But I must say one thing. When I lost Amma and Appa, so I lost Amma and Appa very close to each other. Amma passed away in January, Appa passed away in March. So that was a double whammy. And I remember I would go to sleep and lie down. And Appa died in my arms. So when that memory comes, it is almost as if I've gotten a shock in my brain and I'll be awake. That's it, finished. Sleep is gone.
Oh.
I couldn't sleep. So it took me 5 years to get over that. Yeah.
The grief.
Yeah. So, the grief. But what I'm saying is that now it's again come back to equilibrium. Now I go hit bed, within a few minutes I'm asleep.
So now when you wake up, you feel fresh?
Usually, yes. Usually.
You feel fresh. Do you have any sleep tracking app or something?
No. At one point, I had one sleep app which would record noises in the night, because I thought, is there a buchandi coming in the night? So I wanted to see it. Nothing happened. Even I didn't speak. So
I feel like this sleep tracking app is slightly overrated. I think the best judge will be your body.
Yeah, if you're feeling refreshed, energetic, then I think you had a good sleep. And then I also listen to my body a lot. So normally I don't sleep in the afternoons, but there are very few times when my body says I'm tired. Okay, sleep.
Yeah.
20 minutes, 25 minutes.
Listening to your body has not been the common thing among people.
Yeah.
Especially my patients who are very hardworking and very ambitious,
They feel
career-oriented.
guilty.
They feel guilty. They forget that you invest in your body, it'll come back to you later.
No, but you look at it, look at the irony, no? They sacrifice their health in their youth to develop the wealth. And then they are sick and they can't enjoy that wealth. What a pity.
What a bit. This section is Dr. Pal's quick fix solution. Okay.
Okay.
So you, either it's a common health issue that you face, or any of your family, friends, anybody that you know face, you tell me, and we will see how we can fix a solution from a gut standpoint. So I'll tell you an example. Number one would be bloating. Bloating is like, when you feel full. As soon as you eat something, you feel full and you can't eat anything more. Is a common complaint that we get.
Okay.
And that is mainly because that the good gut bacteria, bad gut bacteria proportion in your intestine is completely altered. When your bad gut bacteria is very high,
More.
so then it will start eating your carbs, even if it is healthy. Many patients come to me and then say that they will not be able to tolerate chana and rajma because the bad gut bacteria will digest all the carbs.
I love rajma. For me, my snack is sundal. So
Sundal.
all different kinds of things. But it's very good for the gut, isn't
It's an
it?
excellent source. It's excellent. But when you have this disturbance, we call this as irritable bowel syndrome.
IBS.
You will not be able to handle sundal
Okay. Okay.
because that's the good gut bacteria that you're giving to your gut, which your bad gut bacteria doesn't like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that is the angle.
Okay.
So anyway, so those were the few things that we were thinking to do the segment.
Okay.
Anything that comes to your mind?
Not really, because normally if I have a problem, I find the solution. So, I mean, not myself, but I talk to experts and get that already. So I can't, for the top of my head, think of something that I haven't thought of. But I think maybe it'll help the audience if we tell them what would be good snacks to have that are not expensive, but which is good for your gut.
My favorite, my go-to snack is guava.
I love guava. I love it.
It's an absolutely wonderful fruit. It's a low glycemic index.
Vitamin C.
And it has a bunch of antioxidants, anti-inflammatory. I'm telling you, we don't get good guavas in US.
You don't?
We do not.
Now I want guava. I know, on that road there's that fellow with the Talvandi with the guavas. Yeah, I love guavas.
It's 100 gram of guava has like 3 to 4 grams of fiber. And I keep repeatedly telling my audience is that fiber is the one critical thing for your gut.
Yes.
So 25 to 35 grams of fiber per day. So you just imagine that how much amount of guava that you should eat.
I will,
You
because
will.
I love it.
So white, yellow, that pink.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
doesn't matter that
Doesn't
much.
matter, yeah.
But that is my... Whenever I mean,
But old people like me, we have to remember that the seeds, don't bite it. You bite it, your teeth will get chipped. So just swallow it off.
but that is one thing that I miss when I'm in the US.
Oh, is it right?
It's a wonderful thing. And I wish all diabetic people eat...
Costa Rica doesn't have guavas. They
not
don't
this
bring.
tasty.
No, I know. Yeah, we used to get the mangoes in the UK. Look at our Indian mangoes, the taste and the flavor and the multitude of varieties. And then you go there and then you get one fleshy, one mango, which is, mango.
And in the Indian store, in the guava, the cost is like 10 times higher.
You might as well take the flight and come here and have and go, no? No.
That's another thing as well. So I think the other thing I always tell my patients that whenever they are in that particular locality, it's always better to have an eye on terms of local fruits.
Local fruits, yes, absolutely.
Local fruits.
Absolutely.
That's one of the best
Yes.
things that we do.
And sundal, I'm a big proponent of sundal. So what I do is, many people say if I eat sundal, then I have bloating and gas
Correct.
issues. What I do is I soak it overnight in the fridge in water, and then I wash the water and then I pressure cook it and have it. I've never had a problem, and I think it's very satiating.
Yes.
I think high fiber.
Fiber itself will
and
prevent you.
prebiotic.
Yes.
Yes.
Fiber is a prebiotic.
Prebiotic.
Fiber is a prebiotic.
Yeah.
People think that you need to take some supplements.
Nah, that's what.
Not
And it has been helping me a lot. In the sense, you're feeling a bit peckish. So put a little tadka
Yes.
with some coconut
Yes.
and
Yes,
it's
it's
done.
wonderful.
So I think as healthy snack options, I think it's useful for them. And maybe if you could tell them about how to soothe the gut.
It's a good question. Nobody has
Yeah.
asked me this question before.
Yeah.
Soothing the gut is just resting the gut
Fasting.
as much as possible. It could be fasting. It could be, not making the stomach contract, which means, like let's say heavy
Not masala.
masala or protein foods.
Bland. Easy to digest.
So all these will give you the gut time to rest.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that protein is bad. I'm just saying that you need time for the gut to repair itself.
But once the gut health is there, you glow.
You go.
You glow, because when I went for my Ayurvedic retreat, I went because I wanted my friend to experience it. They said, I'll have whatever you give me, I'll eat. So I said, yeah, let's. And they gave, the food is all very peaceful food, right? It's vegetarian. My only what I missed was the protein. But that 2 weeks of eating that, you should have seen my skin. Pala pala, it is like when somebody switched on a light from inside.
That's because of the gut-skin axis.
Yeah.
The gut has a connection with the skin as well.
Yeah.
So skin has multiple bacteria in the top. So when your gut is good, your skin is also
good.
Yeah. So that's why all dermatology people. I interview a few of the dermatologists. Everybody is focused on gut health again.
Yeah.
Remember I told you there's only one solution for everything.
That
is gut.
Oh, I thought you were going to say lemon juice on your biceps.
So we have Eat This Not That segment. This is the final segment.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to give you 2 options. I want you to choose between these
One,
2.
okay.
So, all right. So we have different food item for you.
Yes.
So we're going to show you few things, and then I'm going to ask you which one will you choose. Okay. The first one would be green tea and black coffee. If they give you these 2 options.
If they had given me black coffee, well, it depends on the occasion. If you're trying to see whether I am noble, I know what to choose. If you want to see what Anu would choose, if this had been black coffee with sugar, with a non-dairy creamer, if it had been coffee with that, I would have chosen that. Green tea, okay. Okay. Like that.
Green tea, the
Antioxidant.
No.
Very good for you. Okay, noble Anu will choose green tea. This is a diuretic, so I won't choose the coffee.
But I'm here to tell you is that people think it's noble. It's not that noble as what people think.
Well, it's a little disgusting. So you have to be noble to have green tea.
Many people you have to develop a taste to green tea.
Like people drink vodka, no? Like that only, no?
So, the point to here was, people think that, okay, green tea kudichita, everything will be solved.
World hunger.
World hunger will be
Yeah.
The green tea has a place.
Of course.
Has a place.
Of course. As does coffee, by the way.
The catechinins in green tea will definitely help in your gut in some way, but not to an extent that people think.
It's
so
not a solution. It's not a magic solution. If you ask me between these 2, which is better, obviously green tea is better, I would say. But better in terms of some benefit, I would say that will have some benefit. But between the 2 of them, there is not some great benefit you're going to get by making this choice. So you might as well choose coffee with your non-dairy creamer. And
Right. So the reason that we choose these 2 is these are the 2 things that we help people to extend the fasting. So for example, we say, rest your gut for minimum of 12 hours. Right. So let's say you have your food around like 8:30, 9 p.m. People just want to have that filter coffee in the morning. To get the movement going, including all movement.
Don't you think it is just a psychological thing?
Yeah, it is a habituated thing.
I don't think so. For the past 25 years, I've had coffee in the morning. I grind my beans fresh and have a French press. I add a non-dairy creamer. I do add either honey or sugar. Most coffee lovers think it's blasphemy what I do. But the point is, I've been having it every day. So one would assume that when I went for my Ayurvedic retreat, I'd miss my coffee. I didn't. For 2 weeks, no coffee, no tea, I was fine. And nothing happened to my bowel movement or to anything else. So I think it's...
Yeah, it's how you think. And the thing is that when you are adding sugar in some angle, nothing wrong with that. It's just that your gut is getting activated as soon as you add it. So you just need to calculate 12 hours from that thing.
Right.
And then you finish your dinner or whatever the last bite is. Based on that.
Correct.
That's it.
Correct.
So you don't have to force yourself to drink green tea. If you are a filter coffee fan, you just need to extend the fasting a little bit. That's it.
If I am fasting.
If you're
Let
fasting.
us be clear about that.
If you're fasting.
Yeah.
All right. Second is we have a fresh juice over here. And we have a
Smoothie.
smoothie. What do you think?
Depends on what went into it. If it's a bottled juice which says fresh juice, it probably has some concentrate in it. So I wouldn't choose that.
Nice.
If this is a smoothie and they have actually put yogurt and they've put in fruits, I would choose it. If they put essence and they've put milk, I wouldn't choose that. And usually when we have smoothies outside, they tend to overload on the sugar, and I don't like it. Between these two, if you ask me to choose, it's a very hard choice because neither is going to excite me. I choose the fruit.
Fruit. Yeah. So when you are ordering fresh juice,
I don't order
you don't order fresh juice.
No, I only eat fruit. I don't drink juice.
Good for you. Nice. Why is that?
Empty calories, I feel. Why not get the fiber as well when you're eating
so
the
you
fruit?
just eat the fruit.
I eat the fruit. So I don't have apple juice in my fridge or orange juice in my fridge. If I do want, sometimes, maybe once in 4-5 years, when that quinoa comes, then I like to squeeze that and have that as a fresh orange juice.
Nice.
That alone. But
So you see, one apple has 3 grams of fiber. But you juice it, 2.5 is gone.
what a waste. Innate knowledge and wisdom. See.
There are 2 kinds of fiber: soluble fiber,
insoluble.
fiber. Right? The insoluble fiber will be pretty much lost when you're juicing it. So that's
Right.
why in UK and US we have the blender concept which is picking up over here as well. The other angle to this is when you have smoothie, they blend it,
Yes.
but you have to make sure it's fresh fruits.
If it's canned and sugared. But actually they're saying frozen fruits are as good because they're flash frozen and they don't lose their nutrition. So
Yeah, you're right. And also fresh fruit, it's just a fruits angle. So essence might on the concentrate might not be the same as what you said. Super, beautiful. All right, the next one would be peanut butter versus butterfruit, avocado.
Avocado. I would choose that.
How
It's
do you
very
eat?
psychological because they told me peanut butter is good for you. So I told myself, every day I should have 1 spoon of peanut butter. I tried to start. The moment I took 1 spoon of peanut butter, I felt my arteries are getting clogged. Psychologically, I felt that. So, because I don't know what is there. Half of it is hydrogenated vegetable fat, probably. We don't know whether it's actually peanut butter. So, since I don't know what went in there, I won't choose that. I would choose the avocado. I like having the avocado sliced with a little bit of red chili powder and a little bit of lemon, a little salt.
And whole fruit, half fruit.
Whole fruit is a lot of calories, so I'll normally have half a fruit.
It's good, very rich in monounsaturated fats.
Yeah.
Which is a good fat.
But the
Calorie is very high.
it's huge. So
This whole avocado is easily 300.
350.
Wow, you are right on target.
I am the repository of useless information. I know all kinds of weird and wonderful things.
What are you talking about? This is multiple. This is very useful.
Yeah.
Ah,
No, I can kind of. So the thing is, I know roughly I need about 1800. I need 1800 to 2000 calories. Once a doctor told me you need to eat only 1000 calories. I said I'll vanish. No, I don't think. So about that much. But I always know roughly how to balance it. So if I'm going to be naughty and going to be having ice cream, then I'll be sensible the rest of the
You have created a mindset to manage it.
Yes.
How long did that take for you to do your mindset? Because it doesn't come right away. You would say like 2 years, 3 years, or 5
Lifetime.
years?
Lifetime. Because I think when I was a child, I was like, ure pakki about food. I just loved food. And my face will brighten up when you say food. So, I mean, even now it does. But now I realize that, I have to be careful about cholesterol, hypertension, heart condition, diabetes, and all of this. So I make sure that I don't trigger any of those things. That's why I kind of...
If somebody develops that mindset itself, 50% of the problem is gone.
Yeah. And it's not that I deprive myself of it, right?
Correct.
Like even in my last video, my trainer, you'll hear the voice. He'll say, this first round you did very fast. I said, adan cake nu sonnolla. I said, because I was promising myself cake if I did that. So I do enjoy my life, but
Nice.
I make sure I do it in moderation.
2 of my subscribers have dying to ask this question to you. One is Karthi Priya. I have seen you making dessert and fried foods in your videos.
Yeah.
How often you crave uncontrolled?
So for me, my nemesis is chips. Potato chips. Potato chips comes non-stop bicep curl only. நேரா இப்படியே போகும். So what I do is I don't stock potato chips at home. Right? Only if it is easily accessible, I'll go and eat it. So I don't stock it. If I want potato chips, the rule is I have to walk to the shop, go and buy it and come and eat it. It's okay, but go buy and you'll walk, not take the car, not take the bike. No, you walk and go and get it. So if I really want it, I will walk and go and buy it and come.
Beautiful.
But it doesn't happen as often as people think.
Nice.
Dessert? Yes. Dessert, I love dessert. Of course, I also had a bet with my father about diabetes. Appa was diagnosed as diabetic at 43. And Appa used to make fun of me. Nee vandu 30 plus. I said, you watch it until I'm 50, I'm not going to be diabetic. But I ate cake. I ate this. But I managed it with a very healthy lifestyle. 55. HbA1c of 5.4.
Nice, beautiful. I think all your muscles are helping.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Your metabolic rate is so high because of all the...
I'm not sure about the metabolic rate, but I think something has saved me.
Because muscles needs
Needs the sugar.
carbs, everything. Muscle needs. So
yeah.
that's why when you see like all these food bloggers in the US, they're very muscular. But they'll eat it. 50% of the time they will not show what they are eating on the camera.
Yeah.
That's the one. But most of the times their metabolic rate is so high and the muscle eats all this extra calories because it is a very hungry organ.
Yeah. And also it's such a protective organ because the muscle only, I'm not going to break my bone when I fall.
Next question. Naziraha. She's asking, how
I know this girl. She's one of my followers.
Is it right?
Yeah.
Good, nice. How the question is also almost along the same lines. How would you handle loneliness?
So you need to know the difference between being alone and being lonely. Right? I've made a video about it also. I feel loneliness is not being, is what you feel when you feel you're not being understood. So if you're feeling lonely, I think you need to find somebody who understands you. That's it. To have a conversation with them. I spend a lot of time on my own. I don't feel lonely.
You are alone?
I'm alone, not lonely.
Not alone. That's a difference.
There is. It's like chalk and cheese. I think if you're alone and you're happy, you don't feel you're lacking anything. But when you're lonely, you think about it. Why do you feel lonely? Because namakku yaru illa. Okay, what is that? Namakku yaru illa. Somebody who understands me. Okay? Find them. Spend the time with them.
Right.
They don't need to be your constant companion.
Correct.
But to know that there is someone who gets me, I am seen, I am heard, and that person understands me, that itself is a solution for loneliness.
It was such a pleasure, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Such a pleasure. It was not only, we were initially talking about, I was thinking, okay, so she's a fitness enthusiast. We're going to talk about workout and everything. We had a different level conversation.
Thank you, Dr. Pal.
In terms of the mental health, positive attitude. I wish everybody learns from you.
Oh.
And mainly the self-awareness. I think you have cracked the code. You have cracked the
Crack will always crack the code.
Thank you so much. You've been
Thank you,
wonderful.
Dr. Pal. Thank you. It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Hello, guys. It was a wonderful episode. I absolutely enjoyed it. I'm sure you would have as well. I'm sure that you might adopt strength training as one of your daily routine after this episode. And I'm really, really hoping that you prioritize your mental health over everything else. The way that she carried herself, the way that she gave us some tips to how to follow to improve our mental health. I think that is the most important key from this episode. I'm sure you would have enjoyed this as well. So as a matter of fact, we have prioritized mental health in our New Me Holistic Gut Health program. We strongly believe that mental health is the bottom line for your gut health as well. So you need to make sure that this brain-gut connection is very strong. In our New Me program, we help you to understand that this is not only a weight loss program, this is a holistic lifestyle change program where you are looking for better health, treatment for any particular diseases, everything will be taken care of over here. This is a program that I have passionately put together. So please check out the link in the description. And if you're interested, we'll be more than happy to help you out. Again, remember, one belly at a time. It is absolutely important. Stay happy, stay gutsy. May God bless you.